All right, so I tapped into this channel message. It entails that, you know, people can judge, people can have their opinions, people can orchestrate how they want you to live your life and what's best for you. But when they realize they will not be able to walk not even a mile in your shoes, the over the overall channel message that I received was when they realized your strength helped you. So don't look out, but definitely be aware, be prepared for those who overlooked you, overlooked your strength, when they didn't realize that you had no choice. You had no choice but to be strong. And you, not just you triumph strength, you have this new version of strength that's gravitating and pulling people towards you who didn't give you your flowers. It was as if it's not in the sense of you owing people an explanation. It's the fact that people didn't know your story. And now that your story is starting to unfold, no one could have walked a mile in your shoes. All right. So let's go ahead. What is the affirmation for my listener, please? And this is a collective reading, Earth, Air, Fire, and Water signs. My Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, welcome. And welcome back if you're returning. My fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, welcome and welcome back. My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, welcome and welcome back to SGL. And my air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, welcome and welcome back. Just a FYI, we do have a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel consists of your individual zodiac sign as well as your collective readings. All right, you can click that YouTube handle, or you can click a link in the description box and it'll take you to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. For those of you who have returned to the SGL podcast, welcome back again, and may you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right, okay. I need you. Correction. I'm being guided to tell you to try to keep your energy as clear as possible. Try to keep your mindset balanced. Try not to react to things that would normally trigger you. Try not to insert yourself in people, places, or things that is not your business, or that it's like, stop taking the load. Don't take the load anymore that's not yours. You've done your part. What is the I am message for? You have a new opening here, okay? This is beautiful, okay? This can represent the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool energy as well. So this is letting you know that when one door closes, another will open, but you must be confident that that is what's going to happen. It's like, you know how some people say, I'm too blessed to be stressed, right? But some people don't really know the parable and they recklessly say it, not knowing that you have to sacrifice, whether that's you, people, places, or things. When you say that I'm blessed to be stressed, you will be tested and tried. So when it comes to blessings, there's always a sacrifice that has to be released in order for that blessing to be received and returned. So for some of you, if it has to do with self, it could literally be, some type of modification of shadow energy that needs to be released from you. And you go through a lesson that's tested and tried, whether you fail or you pass. When it has to do with a person, it's all about, is it resolved? Are you turning over a new leaf? or is it becoming worse and stagnant? And now it's a karmic situation. It's all about, so I want you guys in the collective to be mindful when you say blessed, because basically you're summoning yourself for another lesson that consists of a sacrifice. Okay? When it comes to opportunity, you're learning what's an opportunity and what is ordained to you. So it's kind of like, let's say someone does something for you, and they then gaslight you and make you feel like you're less deserving of their assistance. It's not that. Don't worry about that. They're going on a lesson. They have a lesson that they need to learn. And if, let's say, they don't learn the lesson, the fact that you didn't gravitate to it and react to it, it puts them in a position where they have to take accountability. Some people are not going to take accountability, and some people are. But when it comes to you, listener, I need you to acknowledge every sacrifice that you have been through. Because, like I said, by you doing that, it is going to gravitate those who either took advantage of you, overlooked you, placed judgment on you. Okay, when people judge, sometimes it can be misunderstood for ill intention or ill will, but it's kind of like when we judge, sometimes we can disturb the alignment of what the universe is trying to do, because it's trying to absorb the frequencies that we are sending out. So it's using the hot energy of trying to balance everything to make sure that everyone learns their lesson, or basically put them in a situation where it's fair. Okay, spiritual wise. Now, serenity here. For those of you who haven't tapped in serenity and you just feel like, woe is me, I need you to pick your head up. I need you, if you need to get your tears out, do so, because you're going to receive an answer that, it's an awakening to where it's like, wow, I should have released these tears yesterday. But everything happens for a reason, okay? I need you to speak life into yourself. I need you to understand that if something doesn't work, something will, okay? When it comes to challenges, I need you to release those challenges and not just go with the flow, but just understand there's a reason why the challenge is there. So when you scope yourself out and put your own self in review, you'll be able to identify, is this challenge reoccurring because of me, or is this a new challenge that you have not yet experienced? And is this challenge a sacrifice because of a summons of saying I am blessed and highly favored, and you're just being tested and tried? It's something to think about. What you don't see of what it is that you're not speaking into your life is taking action when it comes to love and harmony. And sometimes when we do that, this feels more geared towards family, association. You're listening to your heart, my love. Yes, you are. But at the same time, you want to remove yourself from those thoughts of placing judgment when, we don't know the outcome when it comes to the people we love. All right? So that's a test for you when it comes to your transformation and your growth. All right? You don't want to block out your opportunities that you're not aware that are coming through. Some of you are fearing love at this time because of what you have been through. And there is a person who has interest in you at the same time, because now they are walking into awareness and realizing, like, wow, the listener has a story to tell. The listener has a testimony. The listener has experienced life. Everyone's life experience is different. And most people who come from dysfunction and they're used to tough love, and it's just, oh, well, who cares? That's just life. Deal with it. Those are the most difficult people to ever even understand. Those are the people who won't have time to hear your story unless it's some type of trauma bond, but yet even if there is a trauma bond, there's a test to make you even weaker, to conquer and divide. So what I want you to understand is to let go of any connection to dysfunction. Let go of karmic people and allow the Most High to decide. All right? What else does the listener, my collectives, need to know? And if you are listening to this reading tonight, I am going on live to work on your weeklies. So just keep that in mind. Let me see. Whose weeklies have we completed this far? So far we have completed Capricorn's weekly, upcoming weekly. We've completed Cancer's upcoming weekly. We've completed Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius, I want to apologize, but it makes sense. I started your reading off saying Scorpio, but it's a reason for it. Scorpio's energy is in your reading. Gemini, your weekly is done. Scorpio, yours is done. So you kind of got a little semi-bonus, Scorpio. Taurus, your weekly is done. Libras, yours is done. Aries, your weekly is done. Also, your end of 2024 messages are available to you as well. But keep in mind, you have to locate the end of the 2024 messages in the video section. Those readings were not live. I uploaded those readings, okay? All right. So who's after Capricorn? Leo. Leo and Aquarius, your upcoming weeklies will be, I will do those live tonight. All right. Let's see. What else does my collective need to know? You have emotions, okay? Look in the depths of your emotions. So for some of you, that's the sacrifice. Like, you're really understanding why you're feeling a certain way, why you're triggered a certain way, or why you're just stuck in the same emotion. It's not going anywhere. It's kind of, it could feel like, you know, 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, then you're happy, you're sad, sad, happy. It's just a teeter-totter of this emotion. You fill in the blank of what that is, but it's just back and forth, being pulled back and forth, back and forth. All right? I don't want you to run away from your emotions, okay? Some of you may feel overwhelmed because those people who don't know your story or didn't take you into consideration or overlooked you. It's kind of like now they see, now they understand. So you may have a support system trying to come in. Is my collective going to have trust issues regarding those who are trying to come back in? You're definitely going to need to be grounded so that you can make the proper sound decision. You have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So it feels like I can forgive, but I'll never forget. I see you being cordial, all right? I see you seeing your value, your worth. Some of you are receiving the labor of your fruit, and it feels like some of these people that are coming back around are the low-hanging fruit, and they're trying to figure out why are you, receiving these blessings. It's because you sacrificed, and you're going to be holding on really, really, really tight as you move forward when it comes to what means dearest to you, people, places, or things. For some of you, you are a new version of yourself where you now know who to open up to and who not to open up to. But this Queen of Wands, you're not being an ASS hole. You are, and I don't want to use this recklessly, standing on business. This is you sitting in your position and you saying, I know thyself, I know who I am, but instead of me doing tit for tat, I'm going to show passion. I'm going to be adaptable, and I'm not going to lose myself, and I'm going to have this warmth, energy. And those who know that you want no dealings with, they'll already know. So they may test you, but they'll then be tried. Because when it comes to you now, what I'm channeling here, God's not playing about you. And God is not playing with people who's playing with him. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. Let me pull your angel guide message, my love. And then we're going to conclude, and I'm going to go ahead and go live and start these weekly messages. And I'm going to see how far I can go, because energy, when readers do readings, you know, it does, it's not a bad thing, but that's what it is. When you're reading energy and you're interpreting energy on top of using the tarot and oracles, that does consume a lot of energy. Okay? So take that into consideration. Definitely, you have do the work here. Fire energy is coming out for your angel guide message. You don't have to play your role. You don't have to act your role. Okay? But those who are mimicking you, are trying to be replicas of you, are trying to destroy you, they will see and realize that they cannot walk a mile in your shoes. Like, it feels like what has happened to you, or what you've been through voluntarily from the choices that you made, and what you went through unexpectedly, and you were able to adapt with that Queen of Wands energy and stay in your position without leaving your seat. Now that is what you call authority. Now that is a royal. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what this do the work entails for your angel guide message. Now, I'm pertaining to do the work. I'm going to read it slowly as possible. You can always come back to this to reference, okay, whenever you need. It will be available to you. It says, collective, being spiritual isn't always easy. It comes with a price. And often that price is time and effort. That is why angels call it light work, because we have to work our light. This isn't spiritual easy. This isn't spiritual vacation. This is spiritual work. And that does not mean we have to work. Action, effort, surrender, and trust are needed for things to come together. But when this card appears, you have an important opportunity to figure out the balance between effort and effortlessness, and understand what both of these energies need to move through your being. If you want to abandon a project or walk away from a situation, this card is letting you know that you are needed more than ever. This isn't the time to run away. This isn't the time to turn up. When you show up ready and willing to do the work, you will move up too. All right. I love you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Till we meet again.